Source Podcast. Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Thickosaurus Podcast. This is episode 111, 111, I think. And I am your host today. I am Melissa, and you're here with
Molly, Anna,
and Michelle is not here for this episode again.
Mama Source.
She will be in the not the next one, but
two episodes from now.
Yeah, she'll be back. She had to take care of her family, and so she was not here in this episode. So, don't miss her too much. She'll be back. But yeah. So, my topic today that I have been running into a lot lately on social media, is just this whole thing about school, because I know school's around the corner for everybody. Here in Oklahoma, we start school early. We start school like middle of August, compared to like Minnesota. If you're from Minnesota, I know that you guys start school like in September, like right after Labor Day.
Yeah.
But here in Oklahoma in the South, we start a few weeks earlier than that. So usually like
it's like mid-August.
Mid-August, whatever that first Monday is in mid-August is usually the start date and things like that. And so
I don't know. I think sometimes they start like on a Wednesday sometimes. Too.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're not in college, then usually it's like Wednesday
it's like a
or
Wednesday,
Thursday.
Yeah.
And then college, it's usually, that Monday and stuff like that. So
traffic.
Yeah, it's coming. Fall's coming. And I have a cousin who she is starting as a pre-K teacher this year, her first year.
Woo,
congratulations. You know who you are. And
we're so proud of you.
Yeah, she worked hard and she is a pre-K teacher now. And so I had asked her like what she needs, because I know that again, teachers don't get paid a lot. They do a lot for our kids and things like that, so there's a lot of back and forth between that topic, and so that's kind of the topic that I wanted to talk about a little bit more. But yeah, she's starting this fall, this August. It's going to be her first class that she'll ever teach, and so I asked her about like supplies that she needed, because I wanted to support her in her journey. And so because of that, I've been getting like a lot of videos and stuff like that about people who refuse to buy school supplies for their children because the reasoning is because they'll spend all this money on like the good supplies,
good brand
name supplies, like 5-star journals or Crayola instead of Crazy Art and stuff, and then only to find out that their kid is not even using it. They get a different folder or they get a different journal, because apparently like the teachers will gather all the supplies, put them together, and then disperse them separately to people, like randomly. And so because of that, a lot of a lot of parents are choosing to not buy school supplies because they don't want that to happen, kind of thing. And so I've seen this fight go back and forth on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm just kind of like, I don't have kids, so like I can't really put my opinion in there. But at the same time, even though I don't have kids, I do have nieces and nephews, that are basically my kids, and I raise them as my kids, and I spend money like they're my kids. The only difference is, again, they're not mine. I didn't push them out of my vagina. Or, like I don't pay for like their medical bills and stuff like that, you know, but then I still support them and I still love them like they're my own.
Well, then I
kinda
think you
thing.
can also like call your experience as well, when you were going to school and what it was like getting school supplies too.
Yes. Yeah, that too. And so again, I'm not a parent, but I just wanted to add like my 2 cents into this because
Add that change.
yeah, because it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, because there is, okay, so for those who don't know, Oklahoma has now been ranked 50th,
Yay!
yay, in the nation for education. We were the 49th for the longest time, and then we got moved down to the 50th because of our stupid leaders here in Oklahoma. And so, and then on top of that, you know, parents, they don't want to spend money on these school supplies. And I'm just kind of like, why would you do that to your kids? Why would you do that to kids, period? Because that's a very immature view to look at it. Because you want to make sure that your kid is successful. You know, you want to make sure that other kids are successful.
Yeah.
You know, and then like I understand that like maybe you don't have money, because I'm with you on that, you know. I understand that, being broke and not having money and being on a very, very tight budget. But at the same time, why would you deny that to students? To kids, elementary school kids.
What was you? I'm like, I know you just said that you were upset. So then, what was your guys' experience with school supplies growing up then?
So growing up, see, here's the thing. Like growing up, we were like, I guess, economical class. I want to say we were,
Middle class.
middle class. You know, we're always middle class. You know, but my mom and my dad made sure that we were never broke, I guess you can say. Or if we were broke, I didn't pay
We
attention.
wouldn't know.
No,
No, well,
have
I'm
known.
guessing. I'm asking like,
Right.
You guys were
Yes.
always able to get school supplies.
Yes, and so that's
Yeah.
where I was going to.
Yeah.
Like, we were always able to pick out our school supplies at what we wanted. And my mom would just, you know, we would pay for it. Because, again, if we were broke, we didn't know we were broke because we were very privileged with that, you know? And so it wasn't until, you know, college where I'm literally broke and I can't afford a fucking pencil. Or, like, I can't afford the safety glasses for my chemistry class, and I get made fun of in front of the entire class by the teacher that I don't have my glasses because I don't have money at the time for $10 glasses. You know, and so that's why I'm like, that's what makes me so mad when these teachers, or not teachers, when these parents were like, oh, I'm just refusing to buy it.
Yeah. I don't understand those parents either. You guys are privileged to be able to get school supplies growing up. My upbringing was a little bit different. So where we used to live, we lived in Wisconsin before we moved down here in Oklahoma. And we were better off there because we had lived there for a while already.
Yeah.
So we had been able to get school supplies. But when our family picked up everything and moved over here, we had to all start from the bottom again, ground zero. So we had, like, I don't know how my parents did it, but they were resourceful. And they found a lot of back to school events that provided free clothes to people, or to families that needed it. There was also free haircuts, free school supplies with backpacks and everything. So I was never ashamed or anything of going to those. I actually appreciated it. But I think that I had gotten to like the age where I think I was probably like a senior in high school, probably. I wasn't in college yet. And my younger siblings, they were still in school where they needed school supplies. Like they really needed it. I had a really harsh reality check because, let's see, I think I was 17, I think, at that age. And I don't know if I think I probably told the story to you guys already. Maybe you didn't.
I want to say yes. You kind of talked a little bit about you having to help support and buy school supplies.
Yeah.
For them.
So my parents and them, their main focus was trying to go to work so they can get a place for us to like officially live on our own.
Yes.
And also focus on like, providing food for us.
Yes.
So then I, as like, Dun Sai Law, the oldest daughter, I took it upon myself to kind of like cover the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that, like, I just thought like, oh, it's just extra stuff here and there. But like I said, like adulthood hit me before I actually officially became an adult. And I was at the store with my younger sister and then like these other two relatives, and my naive thinking, because I was still a child, I would say at 17,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, like, this adult took us, with their child, and so because of that, like when they say, hey, let's go school shopping,
Mm-hmm.
let's school supply shopping, and then I just assumed automatically that they were going to take care of, and not even for me, I thought they were going to take care of like, their kid, and then maybe my younger sister who was maybe only like a couple years older than their kid.
Yeah.
And then no, that's not what happened, because I had to watch my younger sibling pick something out from the shelves, put it in the basket just for that adult to say, basically, I don't remember what words, but like they're like saying, what are you doing? Like, put that back. Or
Mm-hmm.
like, are you guys getting that? Are you buying that?
Mm-hmm.
And then me being naive, I was just like, well, I thought you said we're going school shopping.
Yeah.
Like, are you not going to buy that for her? Like, I'm just being, like a kid and
Yeah.
asking. And then that relative was like, no, I'm just getting school supplies for
Mm-hmm.
my kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. So then that's when it like hit me. I'm like, oh, so there really are people like that in the world. There are people who really don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, dang. So I like held my tears in, and luckily I my parents and them installed like a really good work ethic within my siblings and I. So I had already secured a job and I had some money left over. So because I looked at my younger sibling and I can tell that they were really hurt, because it was it was an adult telling the little kid, no, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get you. It wasn't candy, guys. I think it was like a notebook.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, okay. So I just said, leave it in the car, I'll get it for you. And then when I got home, then I like went to my mom, and then like I told her about what happened, and like I like was choking on my words because I was telling her, I was like, I told her, I was like, I couldn't do anything, Mom. I know that what that person said, I know that like I'm old enough to understand that what she said and how she said it and how things happen or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
like that was wrong.
Yeah.
That was wrong to do to a little kid. And all I could do to make sure that my younger sibling didn't get hurt anymore was just to take care of it and bear the burden of it. And then I was like crying to my mom, and my mom like, and I kind of had like this intimate moment where she was like, it's okay, baby. Like, I'm happy that you were there to take care of that for your younger sibling.
Yeah.
But, that's unfortunately how the real world works. And, there's going to be people who are going to not care about you. And, you just can't get hurt by it. You just got to take care of yourself and your family and who you care about. So I was like, okay. I was just like, that was like the harsh reality of adulthood that I got slapped in the face at 17.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, long story dragged out. That was my reality for school supply shopping. So when this whole discourse about school supply stuff coming up, I think that it is the most selfish thing to do.
Yeah.
To say you're not going to want to give other children an opportunity whose parents maybe cannot even afford it. There's literally children going to school who can't even afford lunch, guys. Yeah. Or maybe the only, like, the whole, that's like interwoven with the whole free lunch thing too. There's kids who, like, the only free meal they get, or the meal they get in a day, sometimes is when they go to school. So like that really hits home close for me, is school supplies and like lunch. Like, nobody understands how, I think that kids that go to school and have to worry about school supplies and lunch, their reality is much different than other people. So
yeah,
I think you might seen a mutual friend on social media, and he said that we always he said my mom then always pitched in for school supplies when asked by the teachers, but then we also had school supplies at home that we used. So we had school supplies at home, and then we also had school supplies that we turned in, you know. And I think that, like, it's my personal opinion of them, like, a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy this $10 $20 folder and just for them to not use that for my kid. And some people are like, oh, I put my kid's name on there, and I'm like, that's messed up. Because one day when you're that parent or whatever that can't afford it, like, that's gonna happen. That's something that you can't predict, like, or you can't always rely on your income that's going to be steady. What if a month or two in, and you're not going to be able to afford school supplies or food, you know? Anyway, get on my soapbox, but
yeah, no, that's exactly how I felt, because I was like,
messed up.
I understand, like, if you can't afford it and that's why you can't buy it, I understand, I get it. It's the people who can afford it and more who chooses not to do it because, one, again, it gets dispersed and they don't get what they gave, and then they get mad, or they're like, that's not my duty, that's not my job, the teacher should be supplying all that. And I'm like, do you not understand our teachers don't get paid a lot?
They already don't get paid enough, and they also don't get appreciated enough anyway by administration. So people, right now, the people that are left teaching our children are people who are doing it for the right things. They know they're not getting paid enough, but they know that our children need that support to learn.
Yeah. That reminds me of a Reddit post about a mom who was like, it's a "Am I the asshole?" question, Reddit subreddit, because she was complaining that, like, her daughter had, I think there were two things that she lost, her daughter lost in class, and one of them was, I think, her
is this the lunchbox one?
I don't know if it's a lunchbox, but I think it's like a water bottle. The first one was a water bottle, and she asked, like, the teacher to see if she can look, like, keep an eye out for that water bottle, but like, the teacher was saying, like, I think she's like, okay, she's like, oh, we'll just keep a lookout, but I highly don't guarantee that we'll be able to find it, kind of thing. And then the second thing was, it was a sticker that was sentimental, I guess, for her daughter that she had, like, for the day, and then she lost the sticker, kind of thing, during the school day. And then I guess the teacher just kind of got fed up, because she put, like, a sign on her door saying no, or it's like, please don't request to, like, have us look for a sticker or, like, other items while as we were not able to locate it, kind of thing. And so the mom was just, like, upset because she felt targeted, because it was just the teacher wasn't having the time to look for her daughter's water bottle or the sticker. And I guess, the mom was just upset. But then people were just saying, because she was just saying, like, am I the asshole for being like that, asking specifically for this and this, and then get disappointed, get mad about the teacher and all. And then people were like, yes, you're kind of the asshole, because you forget the teacher has to watch, like, 30 other kids, and you're making her look specifically, find a sticker or, like, a water bottle. The water bottle is understandable, because it's a distinct, like, water bottle, but still, it's your kids. There's a buttload of kids. Like, how do you expect one teacher to look for things for her, like, in a big school?
I know if it was Liz, like, she'll be petty. She goes, yeah, I'll help you look for it. Can you help volunteer for a day with me?
Yeah. Why don't you come in and help?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure, I think because this mom, it sounded like she just kept constantly asking the teacher about the water bottle and the sticker.
That's so disrespectful of their time.
Yes.
They barely have enough time to teach the kids.
Yeah, and so basically she was determined the asshole, and then all these commenters were just like, yeah, you don't realize how much they get, what they go through every day with 30 plus kids. Plus, this was like elementary school, so these are younger kids.
Rowdy.
Yeah,
That's
they're
what I'm
rowdy.
saying. That's why I'm like, you parents, quit buying your kids a fucking Stanley. Quit buying your kids all these expensive, like, water bottles and crap to take to school, and they get mad when it gets lost.
Unless you are prepared to get them lost and you're willing to replace it, then yeah, go ahead.
Because it's like their kids, it's gonna get lost.
Yeah, that's just something you have to expect.
Yeah, and that's something that you need to talk to your kid about and be like, just letting you know, if you take it to school, there's a possibility that it's gonna get lost. Are you gonna be okay with that?
Unless that kid is responsible and they know how to take care of it. That's different.
If you don't like the idea of it getting lost, then it needs to stay home. It's talk to your kids. That's why I'm like, no, you're the asshole. It makes no sense.
That was so disrespectful for that parent to do that.
To the point where the teacher had to put a sign in front of her door to say, I am not responsible for anything lost, like for example, stickers, water bottle container, and I'm just like, it's a sticker.
And you know what too is that, like, I guess, like, the entitlement is really bad. Like, I know right now all of our teachers, especially since we're 50th in the nation, that they know how to deal with that BS. So if it was since it's Reddit, if it was in the US, I already know that means that parent was worse than what we think that we were in our minds, how we imagined that she was bothering the teacher, because they already know how to handle a lot of business already. So if she has to put a sign, that means that she already said it in a nice professional way already.
She said it
more
multiple
than
times.
once. Yes. That means that she was like, okay, I'm going to treat you like the kids. I'm not talking to you anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
Oh my god.
This is my boundary and you're crossing my boundary.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because, again, it's just one of those things, again, I guess it's just because we were grown up because of my mom and how her family was and how she was mistreated by her parents. And so we grew up from our mom that, like, if you buy one for yourself, you have to make sure that everybody else is equal.
Yeah.
You know, because there's 6 of us. And so every time she would buy us something, she'd be like, okay, now I have to get everybody else something too. And so that was how we grew up, and that's how I'm doing it, like, with my nieces and nephews. If I buy one of them something, I have to buy all of them something, because it's just to be equal.
To be fair.
Like that, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, that's not how the world works, yada, yada, yada. But at least that's something that I can control and something that I want to move forward with. So that way my nieces and nephews understand that, like, oh, I need to think about others too.
It's like this whole thing that a lot of people on the internet is, like, really upset about. They're like, we're losing community, we're losing all this and that, and it's like, yeah, bitches, because you guys don't know how to share.
Yeah, you guys don't know how to be a community member.
You guys don't know what it means when they say it takes a village. It means that the neighbors or people in your neighborhood support each other, whether it be sharing things from their pantry or, like, just helping them take care of yard work and, like, collaborating and stuff like that. That's the reason why, like, they can't even do school supplies.
Yeah.
So
for children.
I mean, I remember when we had to buy school supplies, I think the teacher specifically would give us a supply list. And it's like very minimal. Sometimes it was just like tissue boxes,
glue sticks.
Yeah, I remember it was tissue boxes folders. For sure. Yeah. My parents, they didn't, like, I think when we had gotten to a point where we were old enough and we could afford our own stuff, then she only bought it for the ones that were younger than us, but she had no problem with like buying whatever was on the list. Sometimes if she was able to, she would buy like the bigger bundles of tissue or whatever. You know how like
Costco Sam's size, where they're, like
it's
big
in a
bundles?
bigger packaging and it's not individual. Like that's
Yeah.
what my mom and them always bought.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, man, people just suck.
Yeah, and it's also like the whole when you're talking about lunch too. Like I don't get it. I find it stupid because I'm like, if you are required to have your kids go to school, then why don't you require lunch being free? If you are requiring your kid to be there lawfully, then why don't you provide food?
That's
for free?
Because this country runs on greed.
Yes.
And that's why it hits really hard for me, because I've had to pay for my younger siblings lunch more than one time. I had to pay for my own. I also had the humiliation of already having my food in a tray, and then since I didn't have money in my account or whatever,
they took it away. Yep.
Yeah, how embarrassing is that?
All I know is for us that we didn't qualify for free lunch
or reduced.
Yeah, so we would have our parents put money in for our lunches, and then occasionally the lunch lady will say like, "We're low on money. Let your mom know," kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then occasionally, sometimes during lunches, we'll see my mom come, and she's paying money or giving money to the lunch lady for us.
Yeah, it's just that's embarrassing, and it makes the kids feel like they're fit, which I need to make it. I think that's probably going to be one of my things that I want to do, because I've been looking into like trying to give back to the community, and I probably might see about paying off someone's school lunch balance.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Like I said, I've been there before, and that's happened to me more than once, where they take away my food. And yeah,
I remember being lucky in, I think, elementary school, because the lunch ladies were really nice, and people who didn't have lunch, they would be like, "We have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on the side if you want to eat that instead."
They would always have at least some kind of like food for those who couldn't afford.
yeah,
They were nice. I don't know how they are now.
Yeah, back then, I remember some people would have PB&Js.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "Yeah, I didn't have any lunch money, but they gave me PB&Js."
PB&J.
I don't know. It was just traumatizing. So it was traumatizing enough to me. So that's why I made sure that none of my siblings had to go through that. So I always made sure that their balance had money in it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but now like school supplies in like middle school and high school, that was like a whole different thing though.
yeah,
Because those required other school supplies that weren't the basic.
but yeah, you are right. It should be free. That's a
Yeah, you are lawfully required to have your kids go to school all day, and then I have to pay for lunch?
I would.
What? I don't understand that.
If they include that in the cost, or in taxes, or however they decide it,
Yeah.
then I would gladly pay for it.
I would gladly pay for it.
Yeah, because I know that it's not only going towards my child, but it's also going to go towards another child who did nothing wrong, and they need to go to school and they're hungry.
Yeah. And then, like, okay, so let's just say play devil's advocate, and let's say that they did do that, where it's taken out of your taxes, and then the kids have lunch. I'm pretty sure some parent is going to be like, well, I don't want my kids to be eating that, so why do I have to pay? I'm making my kids lunch. Why am I paying for lunch if they're not even eating lunch?
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, in my head, I'm like, so what? That just means that that person's food is going to go to somebody else.
Yeah.
That's all it means.
Again, if you have a problem with that, don't have your child attend public schools.
Yeah.
Then. Have your child attend private schools.
I'm like, and then honestly, just the kids who even like bring their own lunch in elementary school, it's literally just like a grilled cheese or like a PB&J.
Yeah. Sandwich.
Like literally, it's elementary school.
Yeah.
That food is basically a snack now.
Yeah, but I get what you mean, and like I said last night, because we were talking about this if you have a problem with the school supplies or the lunch, then have your child attend a private school. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't afford private schools? Then shut the front door.
Yeah, I don't understand it. And it's just, you guys want community, but you guys don't want to participate. You guys don't want to give.
They want the
You wanna
benefits
take,
without, they want the benefits without, participating, like you said, or putting any effort towards it. Yeah,
Yes,
contributing. That's
it's
the
the
word.
whole Hmong church again. It's all churches. That's how it is too. They want the community, but they don't want to.
They don't want to put the work
contribute
and effort into it.
Yeah,
I want to reap the benefits without doing anything. Basically.
exactly.
That's like in our high school, where those who have like free lunch or like reduced lunch, they're only able, because you know how our high school, there are multiple places you can eat, right?
Yeah.
But like for those who have free lunch and reduced lunch, they're only able to eat at a specific lunch area, because though that lunch area is the only ones that accept reduced and free lunch.
Mm-hmm.
What?
While the other ones you
Well, because so think of so there at the high school, there's like the main cafeteria,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Where
the main
you get the hot
cafeteria.
lunch, which is like it changes every day.
it's what
Yeah.
normal, like
So different lines for different types of food.
So
Yeah.
there's one cafeteria, quote unquote,
Okay.
and
the
then
cafe,
like
the calf.
yeah,
is
and then
what we
there'll be
call it.
like another little small store
A
where they're
little
selling food,
restaurant.
like deli
Yeah.
food.
the deli food, and then there's also the street market, which is
Yeah.
the other different types of food.
Okay.
Yes.
But then those everything but the calf is usually cash, or if you have money in your account.
Oh, okay.
So
But-
your free reduced lunch would either be the hot meal that's
Yeah.
there, or it's like burger and fries and milk.
Yeah,
Oh.
That is considered your school
yeah.
school.
free lunch.
the free lunch.
meal.
So if you really wanted like the real good food, you would have to have cash on you, kind of thing.
Again, literally, the children are our future, and we're feeding them like food that's. Some people don't even have good food, but anyway. Wow.
Yeah. So that was just something that caught my eye, and it's more frequent now because it's school time, about to be school time, and I'm just like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, again, I also don't have kids, and I don't make buttload money. Like Molly makes more money than me, and I'm just kind of like.
I mean,
I
even
don't get
like
it.
thinking about like just after like during school, like elementary school anyway, like even like because me being like my artistic self, I'm very picky on my crayons. Okay,
Yes.
but like even like in art class, like they would mix the crayons anyway, so you would just be able to use whatever, But honestly, it didn't really bother me what kind of crayons they used, at least in elementary school, because I mean you're in elementary.
It
doesn't really matter.
It's like what my friend said. They had school supplies that they turned in that they were required to, but then also had their own set of school supplies at home.
Yeah.
And that him and his siblings understood, hey, these are the ones that stay at home.
Yeah.
And these are the ones that we're turning in. And there's nothing wrong with that, because
Yeah.
whatever you have at your home,
It's your
that's
home.
yours.
Yep. Or it's more like your students or your kids won't really know the difference between name brand shit and generic
That's
shit.
what they learn from
until you point that out as the adult.
you or like the other kids.
And they learn that from their
Yeah.
parents. That's what I'm saying. That's why like what Molly was saying, we don't care. They don't care. They're just kids. They don't
Yeah.
care what brand it is.
Not like our niece though. She knows the difference.
Yeah.
That's because
She's up.
she's
she's special.
special. No,
Yeah.
No, she's
It-
very precise on her
Yes.
stuff. So
that's because she has an artistic eye. She's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
I want it this
Yeah.
way.
Yes.
I don't want it that way, because the feel and the look of it is
Yeah.
the one I want.
which I'm pretty sure she got from us, because that's how, at least me and Matthew are. We're very
Yeah.
picky on certain things.
So I'm pretty sure even at school, she
No.
will just
She'll just
get
use-
over it.
Yeah, get over it and just use it.
Yeah.
Because she probably already knows how the school like supplies are. Like she just gets what she uses what she gets, kind of thing.
It's just a heartbreaking thing. just
Yeah.
thinking about school supplies and thinking about lunch. Because it's like, you guys always, people always complain about it until they're in that situation,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
And I will not ever knock down a program like those back to school events that give out those free supplies and stuff, because then that gives that child an opportunity to feel like they can participate when they're turning in their school supplies, or when they have like a new pair of clothes and stuff to wear. Like, there's literally people who can't even afford like even a new pair of shoes or like clothes to go.
You know, I always wondered what they used for the box tops for, because like I mean, back in the day they would have us bring in box tops, but we never really knew what they used it for.
You like collected so many, you turn it in, and then you get like some kind of like prize. I think school supply prize, but you'd have to like collect a lot. I remember.
Right, but I just didn't know where those box tops would go. Went, you know.
I think there's like a PO box or something they mail it to. I remember that. It would be like mail it or send it to this place.
And what are they used it for?
I don't know what they use it for, but I know that I remember helping collect for them, but I never saw the fruits of my labor. So I don't know.
Yeah, because it was like I think they stopped that with us. I think in elementary school, because they kind of just faded away. They never really started asking for those anymore.
I don't know. But you know, you're talking about your nieces and nephews. It hits really close for me for the school supply stuff. Like I said, I never want the children in my family to ever feel that way again. So even now to this day, even though my siblings that have kids that they can obviously afford it, I still make sure to ask, like, hey, like, if there's something that they need, let me know. I don't have any children, so I can help spare supplies.
Auntie, I need a TI-84 calculator.
Oh, hell no. You can have mine. I still got mine.
No.
You can have mine.
For real, but those are expensive. That's something that I'll be like, let's get you a used one. No, because it's expensive, and you don't know the technology you have with you when you're that young. You're just kind of like, ooh, this is fun. Beep boop beep boop, you know?
Yeah, because it's like I still have mine, but it just won't turn on. So I don't know what's wrong with
Change the battery.
I did change it, and it doesn't turn on. And I was like, I don't know what y'all kids did with it, because I know those kids would play with it all the time.
No, but I don't mind paying for stuff like that. It's just like I said, it hurts, and it hits really close to home, because it's just a basic thing that you need to do, or you need to have equipped with you, so when you go to school, like, you can have an equal opportunity to learn. Equity, guys, look it up.
Yeah, it's like that one illustration where like the test is for you to climb the tree, and then what is it, like there's different animals that are trying to climb the tree, and only one animal can climb the tree because it's made to climb the tree, versus all the other animals who are not made to climb the tree.
That, or I've seen the
Kinda thing.
illustration where it's like have you ever seen it? It's like a fence.
Oh yeah, and it's like on a ladder, or
Yeah, it's
something
like a
that.
fence, and there's something happening behind that fence. And then there's like these three kids. One is tall enough so they can look over already. One is already has like a step stool to look over, so then they have no problem. And the
Yeah.
other one can't even reach over. They have nothing
Yeah.
to look over. And yeah, equity. People, read it. Look it up online.
Yeah. I'm just like, just because, I hate to say it, just because we have the type of administration that we have right now in office, everybody else thinks it's okay to do what he does, to act like he does.
To do the word that I learned from Kamala.
Yeah, what was it?
Capitulation.
Yes.
And capitulation is basically the act of like giving in, or just there's another better word for it, but it's like yielding to them. It's like letting things happen. I learned that from the VP, former VP.
Because again, once that had happened, and then like you start to notice, especially people in like corporate and people who are working, you notice all of a sudden all these political plays are happening at work, and you're kind of like, that's not right. That's ethically not correct. but nobody's saying anything. Nobody's doing anything. And it's getting to the point to where people are leaving, and then the workforce is like the worst it's been in like years. And so again, people think that it's okay because the person in charge right now does the same thing.
Yeah. I looked it up online. So according to the website, let me see if I can actually find Merriam-Webster. Capitulation is the act of surrendering or yielding.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, children. We were raised on reading Rainbow and stuff. Oh, did you guys hear about PBS?
Yep.
Yes.
They're defunding PBS and makes no goddamn sense. The whole... I hate like this is kind of going political, but it's just...
Well, it kind of has to.
Yeah.
Because living in our country here, is our everyday life is political because we are not what society deems as the right people that looks like you're supposed to be able to do things, you know. We are not white.
Yeah.
We are not. So everything is political because that's our life. It's everyday.
Yeah, it sucks. This is just the beginning, y'all. As what's her name? There's this girl on Instagram that I follow. I think her name is Kira Lewis. I'm butchering her name, but she's a African American girl, and I follow her because she read Harry Potter, and she does her reactions while she's reading it. And so I've been following her, and she was all like the other day. She was all like, so I'm reading Donald Trump's, what is that playbook that he has? Yeah. Plan 2025 or whatever.
Oh, are you talking about Project 2025?
Yeah, Project 2025. And so she was all like, you guys, I read it, and everything up to, I think, like page 10, I want to say, out of how many pages there are. And she's like, this has already happened. And it's only been 7 months since him coming into office. And so she's like, and it gets worse. And so we're just in for the ride.
We have
right
to
now.
The only way we're going to be able to survive is if we rely on each other and build community. And what that means is that we're going back to help support local businesses and also helping each other out. Like, we can't think about just benefiting for ourselves only. So that's the only way we're not going to be like drowning and all these dang policies. Like, I saw this video of of someone saying that they went to go get a checkup. I don't know if you've seen it. And she said that it was all the normal routine questions that you do at a doctor's visit. And then all of a sudden the doctor said, hey, okay, so there's this new question I have to ask you. Is there anything in your body right now that is physically stopping you from being pregnant?
The hell?
And she was like, what the
I don't have to answer that to you.
So she ended up answering it. But and then I was like, that's scary.
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, kind of like, again, my career was in HR. And again, I stepped away from HR. And like going on all these interviews, and I'm like, because I've been on interview committees, I know all that stuff, you know. So going to these interviews, and I like listen to them ask questions, and I listen to them word things, and I'm kind of like laughing in my head, and I'm like, you're not allowed to ask that. Like, that's, first of all, it's rude to ask that, and second of all, legally, you're not allowed to ask that.
That's like the that class thing I showed you guys that they were offering, and I was like, that is the most rudest way to say it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you could have said it in a more professional way.
Yeah.
What did they ask?
The one where about the attitude.
If your employee has an attitude issue.
Yeah, attitude issues or something. And I was just like, you're going to name the class something about specifically attitude issues? And I'm like, you could have said it in a more professional way.
Yeah, like an HR, a difficult employee.
Yeah, or like
you can even use a different word, like what I said. Like if it's a training, you could be like, how to communicate in a tactful and diplomatic way.
Yeah,
Like there's a way to find that out. Those are actual words.
Yeah, but then like I said, that class they were offering, it had said something about the title about what was it? What was the word? I forgot. I just said it earlier. Attitude issue. And I'm like, damn, you're gonna say that straight up like that? Like, even I would not want to participate in that class because the way it's the title is kind of thing.
I don't know, but we kind of went off track. But with the school supply things, it's
just, again, this episode is just, I mean, it's mainly the school supply, but in reality, like underneath everything, it's about community, it's about selfishness, it's about
the future, because our children, like what they're not being able to access now, it's going to impact them so much. Like what Whitney Houston said, I believe that children are our future, and if we teach them well and let them lead the way, but no.
Didn't we also like drop in like, is it like babies too?
Sure did.
Something like that. The birth rate.
Yeah. Birth rate dropped in the United States.
Have you guys seen? So I know that right now, like they are defunding PBS and stuff. But you know how like a lot of like other free education resources are on like YouTube and stuff. Have you seen that people are saying that these companies are now like asking for you to verify your identity by taking a picture of yourself before you can continue on? Mine hasn't prompted that yet, but if mine is gonna prompt that, I'm gonna have to try to see another way. Literally, our free speech is like
just like that. Again, sorry, this is just going kind of not really, I guess, kind of political.
It's just we're airing out our grievances right now.
It's getting political because it's getting crazy. This world is going crazy. We were literally in a blender of hell right now. This entire world. Okay, so
what do you Christians call it? Whenever like the world's burning, and like at the end.
The rapture.
Yeah, it's happening right now.
Yeah, it's literally starting.
It's literally.
We haven't heard the trumpets yet, but the trumpets they're coming.
I think that they've been playing.
That's what. Again, TikTok videos, they're saying like
these are the trumpets.
They're like tsunamis are happening and hitting different continents, and then they're like, I think the Grand Canyon was on fire, and like all these Native Americans were like,
we said, I told you so.
Mother Nature's coming to attack y'all.
You guys can't see my face, but I'm looking at my my fourth wall audience. Chat, we cooked.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
kind of thing.
Because it seems like it is that, because like literally there's so many natural disasters, and I just know that the Native Americans are like, I told you, bitches. But nobody listens to them at all.
It's burning, and then people are like, we all died in 2020 from COVID, and this is hell. I'm like, oh my god,
it really does feel like it.
Yeah.
And they're gerrymandering in Texas too.
They're what?
They're gerrymandering. So they're like it's illegal to like basically control like districts to get so many House seats in like the House and the Senate. So I don't know if you've seen online right now that there's a very outspoken politician by the name of Jasmine Crockett. She's freaking intelligent.
Yeah,
and
she's hella funny.
Well, I mean, like it's anyway.
Like the way she makes her educational comebacks at people is funny. That's
a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying. It's funny.
I've seen some people post online that they like her because she doesn't. Oh my god, what is that word? She doesn't change the way that she talks and stuff. Like she remains authentically herself. But anyway, they're gerrymandering right now. So they redrew the districts. Like they tried to vote, and they were trying to appeal that and say, stop. If you gerrymander and you redraw the district lines, then literally the 3 seats that are going to be missing are the ones that are held by people of color. And Jasmine's one of them. So they're trying to go. I think they were trying to like get that appealed, and I think that they may have. I have to double check to see to get my facts straight. But they're redrawing the district lines, so they're gerrymandering, which is illegal, so that they can have more seats in Texas. It's already really bad right now anyway in Texas.
Yep.
Because that's why they always come out heavy on the Republican side already. But so sad.
I don't know. This world is just, again, I know a lot of people are mentally suffering right now. You know, like for me, I was one of them. I am one of them. You know, and it's just one of those things where I have to keep telling myself that, like, it's not you. You know, because, you know, growing up, I always thought anything, you know, bad happens, you know, it's me. Kind of thing. And I'm just, that's why I'm telling you people who are listening too, who are also mentally suffering with jobs or things like that, that's out of your control, that, like, you know, it's not you. The world is literally burning right now. You know, our government is burning. Everything is going crazy right now.
Yeah. Also, if you find it, like, if you find that you have the energy to help the community, then go ahead too. Because right now, I feel like it's a mental battle right now, a mental warfare to see who gives in. So we can't give up. Can't give up, girl.
Yeah, that was my mindset. I can't give up. I have to keep going. It's going to get better. I know it's going to get better.
It has to.
Yeah, it has to get better. And if not, I'm going to make it get better. Because I'm too angry to die.
Imagine her dead. She has like anger eyebrows.
Yeah. You know, and then people were like, I hate to say this, but on TikTok, they're like, you want to die before the orange man? You can let the orange man outlive you?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Don't say it that
and I was
way.
like, what side of TikTok am I on? Oh my God.
Well, I guess
But-
people are just really upset, but
Yeah.
they can air their grievances out online all they want, but the real change is when you're going to have to look and reflect back on your community and see how you can to keep it prospering, to back them up. So
Yeah. So,
look to your local leaders, guys, and see what they're doing, because that's what you can control.
yeah. So, again, those who are mentally suffering, keep going. It's going to get better. Dang, I just blanked out. I'm so sorry. But yeah,
She
keep going.
disassociated.
Yeah. Keep going. It'll get better. It's not you. The world is literally on fire right now. And so, in the words of this Korean drama, I forgot what it's called, but Park Bo-young plays in it, and she has like a mental illness, and she's crying to her grandma, and she's like, I feel so stupid right now because all I'm doing is just surviving and I can't do anything else. And then her grandma's like, do you think a turtle feels sorry when he's getting attacked by somebody and all he does is hide in his shell? Do you think it's stupid that, like, when a fire goes out into the forest, that horses and stuff run away to survive? And she's like, all you're doing right now is surviving, and that's okay. You know? And so, yeah, those of you that are struggling out there, it's going to get better. Yeah, it's going to get better. Those of you who can help donate, you know, school supplies and stuff like that, reach out to your local schools around your neighborhood and see what you can do if you want to donate some supplies. Reach out to your teacher friends if you have friends of family or whatever who are teachers or in education. Ask them to see if what you can do to help with that.
Or they may have been reaching out already, so
Yeah.
you just gotta go follow up with them.
Yeah, or if you want to reach out to us, if you want to give to us to give to, I don't know, my cousin and her school supplies, let us know, comment, message, whatever you guys want to do. But yeah, so you guys have a good academic year coming up, those who are in school. We wish you guys the best. Make friends, be safe, wear condoms. Yeah. Okay, seriously. But we will catch you guys in the next episode, okay? Bye, everyone.
Bye.